Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down, then we see. Interesting week setting up, interesting week, lots of huge news. We have the China news. We have the PCE, which is the number that they look at on Wednesday. Then we have Powell on Wednesday. Then we have snow earnings on Wednesday. Then we have jobs on Friday. Okay, you guys can hear me, right? Correct. Yes, no, double checking. No, nobody's typing. Okay, good. Okay, thanks. Okay, so that's what we know. So any real break here of 39.91, probably go to 39.50, 39.30, 3900, all the way to 3800. We've been trying to get all the way up to this 40.63, 40.71 area. It doesn't seem to be able to get there. Okay? Now today, very, very interesting, because if you look at this from where we are right now at this instant, I think we were down 29. Let me double check. We're down 29. Okay. Okay, so that takes you right under 4,000. But look at this. Deere is down 3. It's not much. Tesla is down 3. It's not down 10. NOW is down 8. It's not down 20. Snow is barely down. Amazon is up. Google's down 1 on a 30-point down. I mean, Microsoft is down 1. So nothing is really down. Isn't that interesting? Kind of crazy. So just know that. As long as you know that, you're okay. Because you would have thought the techs would roll. Now, do they roll? Maybe. Does this China thing get worse? Maybe. Is there a big uprest? I don't know. I don't know how that ever ends well. How does it ever end well? I don't know. Kind of crazy, right? So we don't know. Let me see if he's here. Okay. So that's what we know. That's what we know what's going on. Okay? So kind of a strange day setting up, way down. We were down from the get-go, but we thought we would be down because nothing has gotten better. Think about it. Deere has such stunning numbers. They're sold out for another year. Everything they make, they're sold out, and they say they can get supplies and build parts, so they have no shortages, and they can build as much as they want, and they can sell it all. Isn't that interesting? And it opens down 8 on Friday, and then went positive. But the 40s went to 12 cents at the open, and then they ripped to $2. Think about that. Tesla had a shot to go way up and finally break up, and it didn't. Okay? So very, very interesting. Okay, Ken's asking, what about CRM? Well, CRM is the poster child for bad earnings because the Dixie is up. Okay? But here's the thing. The Dixie was at 112 last time they reported. Now it's 105. So that's a positive. So it's still bad, but it's not as bad, and it's gotten better. So that's a positive. So do they have a positive surprise? Possible. But then, now was great, and snow's going to dictate cloud. If snow is bad, it's at 110 and possibly 91. If snow is good, it's possibly 180, 190, but now breaks 432 and rips to 450. But here's the thing. Before snow comes out, the PCE comes out. And then Powell. So you're going to have those two events before. So does Powell crush the market and take it lower? Very possible. It's it's interesting that Apple's on what, 2 something. People are telling me that they're losing $1 billion a day. $1 billion a day. So they're already down like $8 billion from their revenue. Wow. Crazy. And this is really an interesting concept. People are saying there's a demand for iPhone, but here's my take on it. It's very, very interesting. Everybody has different takes. Okay? So let's say you needed an iPhone, but you can't get one. And you're just living with what you got. And so let's say you can't get one till January, February, March. Well, at that point, do you not just kind of live with it till the next version again? Very interesting, possible, right? So that means it doesn't really go way up in January, February. You sell more, but you don't recover all the sales. I mean, I know some people that have screens broken, they don't fix them. It isn't working great. They just don't get a new one. They're just like, screw it, I'm not paying $1,000, etc. So there can be demand, but once you learn to live with something, maybe you live with it a little bit longer. So if you're going to delay it 2 months, do not wait 3 months, maybe 4 months, maybe 5 months. Interesting, right? Interesting. I don't know the solution to the China thing. I think nothing gets better, and it continually gets worse over time, okay, right now. So you just got to pay attention to that. Once again, Netflix has not given an update. So you start a new service and you don't give an update. Is that because the new service isn't doing well? Maybe you signed up 1 million people to the new service, but you lost 1 million people paying $16.99 and now they're paying $8.99. Interesting. I personally don't know who's going to say, I don't want to pay, I want to save the $8. I want to save the $8. Let me go watch ads. I mean, I don't know anybody. I mean, let me tell you, I don't watch anything with ads. It's just so aggravating. It's so aggravating. So I don't know about that. Shop is up today, but the number is fake on Shop, guys. Okay, be careful. The number is fake. Shop's sales were higher, which is a good thing, right? But if you take inflation at 9%, Shop's numbers weren't higher. If the prices were 9% higher and your sales are up 5% or 6%, whatever it was, 6%, how did you have better sales? So let me explain it a different way. Let's say last year you sold 2 cars at $50,000 each, which is a very simple number, 2 cars. So you sold $100,000 in sales. And this year, the cars went up 10% in price due to inflation, 9%, so 10%. So you sold the same 2 cars. You sold $110,000 worth of cars. Your sales went up 10%. Doesn't mean your business got better. Did you make more money? Maybe, depending on who's taking the hit. I mean, the manufacturer or you as the seller. So it doesn't mean it's better. So I think that number is fake. Okay? And I think people don't understand it. So watch Amazon. If it goes negative, that'll be a tell. If Tesla craters under 177, it's back to 165. It's back to 165. And is there become a big Shanghai problem, then Tesla has a problem. Okay? So very straightforward. Watch Netflix if it collapses because they're not giving you an update. That's the problem. NOW will move huge. NOW will move 20 to 25 points on snow. Snow is going to move 20 or 25 points on earnings on Wednesday. The problem is you don't go buy today because you don't know where it's going to be into Wednesday, after Powell. If Powell kills the market and snow goes to 120, right? And if you bought the calls and it's going to go up 25, okay, that just brings it back to where it is. So you got to wait. You got to wait, got to chill, got to wait, and let's see what happens. Okay, NVIDIA had a good run from 152, but chips are nothing better in all this stuff. And Microsoft is the one that hasn't crashed. Okay, so keep an eye on that. It's the one that hit 213, and it's up 30, and it hasn't gone down. So it will lead down when it goes, and you will see it, and it'll be decisive. And that's when you know that you have a big down day. You don't have a big down day yet right now. You're down 30, but you don't have a big down day. Nothing is down hard. Now, they may go down hard at the open, but it's not down hard yet. Now, maybe it does, and maybe everything collapses later this week because nothing is great, okay? Okay, let's get started. Good morning, everybody. 11:28, end of month. Do we get end of month buying? Maybe. Pop. Does everybody want to get out? Possibly. Then we see. Interesting. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. Okay. That's what we know. Hold on a second here. Just trying to pull this up here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Hold on a second here. Okay. Okay. So SPX, very straightforward. 39.91, 39.52. Needs 40.32 to be better. 40.60 to 40.63 is a monster number. Everybody wants to short at that number. If it gets through, it goes a long way. Can Powell take it up? Possibly. Then we see. Okay? Where do we go? Okay? Interesting. Avago, 531, 552, underneath 491, really crumbles. NVIDIA a little bit better, 162, 166, 173, underneath 149, bad. Goldman Sachs has led quite a bit, all the way from 300. It's 389, 391, underneath 382. Apple, 142, then 138. 138 is this beast number, can't get under. Lam Research, 451, 472, underneath 430 would be bad. Microsoft under 241, but 234 is a beast number. 234. If 234 breaks, we really dive. Okay, if 234 breaks, we're lower. Okay? Snowman, 172 up, 126 down. Netflix, 271, 259, underneath 250 craters, and over 306 rips. Okay? Pan W, good earnings, didn't go anywhere last week, had a good week, and then just died. Okay, 176 up, 161 down. Pan W will move on snow. Okay, CrowdStrike earnings this week. 141, 146, downside 126. Zscaler will move on crowd. 141 up, 131 down. NOW will move 20 to 25 points on snow. Okay, so you got this 426 and then 432 beast underneath 381 bad. MDB in no man's land continues to work lower. 131, wow, 109 underneath 201, over 201 better. Tesla under 177 is 171 and needs 188. Couldn't get there the other day. 188. Deere 141, 152. Amazon is positive 96, 99 underneath 91 bad. Google 99, 101, 106 underneath 93 is bad. mRNA, Weiss was saying there's cancer news before the end of the month. This the end of the month, never came. Be careful when you hear this stuff. Okay? Doesn't always come. Over 192 is 200. Underneath all the way down to 126 if it's bad. ENPH trying to break. 326. 326. Big number. If it gets through, it can run. Okay? First Solar, what a move. We caught it at 90. It's all the way up here to 167. We got 172. Okay? So that's what we know. That's what we know. That's what we got. SPX down 30. It's holding. But watch the text. They're not down a lot. They should be down way more. And it's going to dictate what happens. But you got Powell and PCE on Wednesday. Snow on Wednesday after that. And then jobs. So we could go way up or way down. Very straightforward. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat.